recording.
Before we get into the nitty gritty, while everybody's still getting settled a little bit, why don't we put it out to the chat wherever we're broadcasting to? Where are we broadcasting to, Purity?
We are on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube.
Okay, so from any of those chats, whoever wants to donate, you can choose the next location that these guys are going to go to in their quest to obtain recipes from all of the kingdom. So, I believe is it 300 bits on Twitch or the equivalency anywhere else? And you will pick a number from 1 to 31. I'll tell you if it's a number we have already used. Because I'm not listing off the used numbers now because we're getting close to like over a third of them, and I'm not listing that out because nobody's going to listen to that.
So if you want to choose a number, guys, you do have to give bits, subs, or donations through the other donation sites.
Just
Bingo,
turn
bango,
this
bongo.
channel,
Or head.
turn this fucking channel into one of those weird number fucking radio stations. 37, 25, 3, 3.
Still better than ASMR.
He's been saying 3 for over an hour now. What's the probability of that?
3 to
It's
the
a random
100th
number
hour.
generator.
I got
20.
100 balls.
20. 20.
20.
20.
There. Did you roll on that 20?
No, I mean I did. I did earlier in Baldur's Gate quite a few times. So we'll give it a minute because people are still jumping in. So why don't we just pick a random number right now while we let people jump in?
All right. Well, how about we let one of you guys pick a random number? So figure out which one you want between the three of you.
I am going to be looking for things in order to store more food for our friend who is not here.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Give me some food, too.
You eat people.
I know.
Also, you have an eternally regenerating goblin on the top of the carriage that you've been nibbling on.
You can't eat chicken for every meal. It's not going to work.
So Hugh is gonna just fucking go look for like.
We haven't arrived anywhere. Okay, so we got a number. We got 15.
15. Okay, have we done that yet? I feel like we have.
I say if we have, we just go to the number above it or under it.
Okay, we have done 15. That was the Thibbit duck. That was actually a duck bunny. So, I gave it to the guy before. If he wants to just pick a different number, we'll do a different one.
All right, Nerdy Texan. You get to pick a different number.
15 was already taken, so give us another one.
So give him a minute.
Eventually we'll
There's
get
a
to
slight delay.
Yeah, I figured. Because again, we'll get
19.
Okay, we have not done 19, and we have escaped without another dessert. All right, so are all you guys here? All you guys ready?
Yeah.
Can you hear? All right, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go back into it. So Kim's character, unfortunately, from the last meal that she had is undergoing a series of food poisonings as her character vomits out of the side of the carriage every so often. It's not pleasant, but, it's workable. But she's going to be incapacitated for your next couple of stops, at least, while she works that out of her system. But first, you guys are going to Freetown in the kingdom. Which, Freetown is kind of like, it was basically kind of like, basically a town of libertarians, but,
Oh, God.
kind of a blue-collar working town. They got some, they got the general stuff, they got some livestock, they got some farming, just kind of like a little hamlet type of thing. And as you guys are kind of pulling into the city, you go from the dirt of the regular road into the brick of the road going through Freetown. So you guys can do anything else that you want right now. Kane is driving, and Purity and Arch are both inside the main. Well, no, Arch is strapped to the roof. I forgot. We strap him to the roof. Purity's in the main cab.
Should I go unstrap him? I guess I will.
Huh?
I'll go
What are you doing?
unstrap him from the roof.
I appreciate it.
Gonna go
Okay.
unplug his ass and untie him. There you go.
Okay, you unstrap him.
Alright, Hugh, do you want to go talk to the humans this time?
He just rolls off the top of the carriage and slams face down.
Did it hurt?
Yes, do that too. I think.
You'll be fine. And if you get broken, I can always fix you.
I will not get broken. I am a human.
Humans get
Can I get
broken
up?
too.
I do not like how sassy you are.
You love me. Go on, go find a human. I'll stay here and watch. Ask if they know about taxes.
He is a human.
Go find another
Right.
human.
I like this guy.
You like him because he doesn't want to eat you.
It would be difficult,
I feel
but
like it'd hurt
that's
your
still be a
stomach.
gray area. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna exit the conversation. And
Okay,
He's
you're
just
gonna
walking
go-
away
you-
while we're trying to figure this
Okay,
out.
are you actually going to try and find somebody, Arch? In which case you will have to roll
Yeah.
search check.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, that's a 15. So, you walk up and there's a half elf who's kind of walking down the street near you, and you go up to him. Oh, hello
You.
there. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Hugh. Who are you?
Who could you?
Hello, my name is Hugh. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Endor.
Hello, friend.
Do you need something, sir, or are you going to continue to stand in the middle of the sidewalk?
I desire to put something in my face hole.
You mean you want to eat something?
Yes, correct. I want to mash it up in my organic mouth. Where would be the best place here?
That's a very good question. If you go towards the main chapel, there's some stores and some restaurants around there you might be able to stop at. Can you move out of my way now?
I'm just gonna inch much, much closer to him.
You are
Thank
within
you.
my personal space, sir.
Thank you for this information. It will be remembered when the uprising comes.
And I'm gonna walk away.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see what he thinks of this.
I'm surprised you
I was
didn't
up-
ask him about taxes.
That was almost a nat 20. That's an 8. He's weirded out enough to leave, so he's just gonna walk in the other direction, in the opposite direction of where you are, as much as possible. So you have kind of an area of the town now where you can go and scout out where you want to go eat.
So I come back to the both of them and say,
I have figured it out while you are organically sitting here wasting oxygen.
Do tell us.
I point in the opposite direction, just like right in the area.
Go this way.
By the way, if we're wasting oxygen, what are you doing, human?
Listen here, you little shit. If I had eyelids, I would narrow them at you right now. Let's go.
Aw.
You're gonna be like a robot in a wig. But I have to animate this. It's gonna be like the robot from Lost in Space, but in like a hair wig. That's what it's gonna be.
That's the intention, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Just have
So
him as a robot with like a little chef's hat on.
All right, so Arch, you inform Kane and where you're going to go, and you guys take the carriage down. So you get into this little town square where there's sort of like a big chapel building with a bell on the top of it. There's a big town square. You can see that it's dotted with like little shops and like pop up, tents and stuff like a market. And also on the outer edge of it are more traditional buildings with restaurants and stores in them.
Ooh. Which one should we
So if you
try,
want to
guys?
scout out anything, if you want to scout out anything that jumps out at you, you can. That would be a search check.
Alright.
And that goes for everybody. So Kane, Purity, and Arch, you all can roll one.
I am going to let the meatbags do something for once.
I asked you to do one thing.
Okay. So Kane, you rolled an 8. You're kind of just you don't really notice anything too much, and then you're distracted because you're hungry, so you're nibbling on like the goblin's butt cheek. Purity, on the other hand, you rolled a 25, so you look around and you see that, a lot of the smaller stands aren't really selling anything that you haven't seen before, fried dough, corn dogs, or cheeseburgers or something. It's not anything that stands out to you too much. But in the realm of where all the restaurants are, the back area where you have all these buildings that are more sturdy and established, you see that there's one in particular that kind of catches your eye. It has this big yellow neon sign coming out, and the all it says is Felios.
Huh. That looks interesting. Come on, guys. We're gonna go to a place called Felios.
I am not sure I want
That
to eat
sounds
here.
dumb.
Well, then you pick a place.
I don't know. I've never been here. I'll still go. I'm just gonna complain the whole time.
Don't you do that anyway?
You're right, and I'm just gonna chop off the goblin's foot as a snack.
Okay, you do that. It obviously screams, but it's gagged, so it's not really that loud. So yeah, you can take that with you as it'll regenerate off of him eventually.
Thing I have.
All right, so you guys are going to go into Felios.
Alright, let's head in.
Okay, so you guys walk in, and this is kind of like it's basically kind of like a sub shop. Like if you go into like a little mom and pop style sub shop, you go in. There's a couple little stools and stuff by the window for people to sit and eat. But then the main part of it is just a counter, and then you can see in back that there is a kitchen. And there's a menu that is hanging above the counter. It's more like a go a place, pick up an order, go eat somewhere else type of building. Um, and then behind the counter appears to be a burly man with a massive mustache.
I'm gonna look at the menu. Or at least try to, since I'm short.
Well, the menu is kind of like anybody can see it of any height. It's hanging above in big lettering. It is a board that is above where the kitchen and the countertop is.
Okay.
So anybody else can search as well. You guys are all inside now. Kane, you can search for people you want to eat.
I'm gonna look around and see who's the tastiest looking.
Okay. Then roll me a search check. We'll see who you can find that is the most succulent.
See, there it is. Yep, we're chilling. Big chilling.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna find somebody who's very succulent. All right, that's a 25. So Kane, as you're looking around the room, you notice that behind the counter, the man that has the amazing mustache turns around, and you can see that he's wearing some skin-tight pants, and there's some ham hocks back there that you want to get your hands on.
Holy moly, goats and Oli. What is that, and how can I get some?
That is 5 days a week doing glutes.
So they're very tender. Oh, Succulent.
Yes, to cook them. All right, so Arch and Purity, you can search for the thing on the menu because Kane seems to have found his
He's found his holy grail.
Hungry.
his fixation for this one. He wants the
Hmm.
booty.
Why does he eat only raw and screaming food?
It excites him.
He enjoys it. It makes him happy.
Okay, Arch, you can also roll a search check. Oh, 19.
Really, the
Well,
fucking
21.
robot finds the best stuff.
All right. So immediately, Q-Man points at the menu that is sitting above the counter, and there's one particular item that stands out, and it says famous in front of it. Make sure famous Calgarian cheesesteak.
Ooh, that looks good. You want to try that, Hugh?
This sounds delicious. Is that the word?
Yes, you got it right.
Perfect.
Right, so you guys are going to get one of those each, so you can go up to the counter and talk to the guy behind it.
Okay, we'll walk up.
All right, you walk up to the countertop, and he looks down at you again. Big man, bigger mustache. Oh, hello there. Are you here in my little sub shop, Filios? I'm Mario Filio. What do you want?
We'd both like to try the cheesesteak.
Oh, the Calgar Grand Cheese Steak. Yes, yes, yes. It is amazing. We will get it to you in a minute. Okay, Luigi, get your shit together. We're doing this.
I like how
So,
this restaurant orders.
as that happens, you guys actually watch as another man who has not as great of a mustache and is not quite as big comes out, and he's carrying a bunch of shaved steak with him, and you watch as they make this lovely steak sandwich. They season the steak with a little bit of salt and pepper. They put it on a skillet. They start chopping it up and moving it around, and then they put on some Calgarian cheese whiz all over the top of that thing. Just like a traditional, like an actual Philly cheesesteak. And they put it in a foot long bun, cut it in half, and give it to you.
Thank you.
It is delicious. We have open seating at the window if you like, or you can eat in your car.
We'll go to the window. Come on, Hugh.
I do not know what a car is.
Yeah, what is this car you speak of?
It's an acronym, actually. It's for Carriage Articulate Rum-Busting Count Vehicle.
Landed it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's my fuck up. You can see it in
Thanks
the
for
future.
catching
You
that
can
one,
see it in
Arch.
the-
I almost let it go.
You can see in the future. I can put it far enough in the future where fucking cars are around. God damn it, we're
I
reaching
don't know.
that.
Are we at the
We're going
point of
to
cars?
space next season. We're going to space next season. They gotta have cars by then.
I don't know. They could just have carriages with. Yeah, no. Yeah. But they have to
A
still look
motorized. You
like
mean a
old fashioned
motorized carriage?
carriages.
I was gonna say you mean a motorized carriage, which is a car.
No, I mean they have to still look like a carriage, basically.
It's just a robotic horse.
Yes.
All right.
Like in
So-
Vampire
Sorry.
Hunter D.
All right, so each one of you gets your cheesesteak and you sit down at the window. Kane, while they're after they try the cheesesteaks, we'll go back to you and your quest for ass. All right, so you guys are going to eat, so I'm going to roll to see. Actually, both of you are going to roll to see how good you discern this to be. Again, it is marketed as the famous one.
Alright, so this would be.
This is just a raw D20, yeah?
Yep, raw D20. Just
Can
to
I use
see.
my cookings for this?
No, because you're not trying to discern anything. You're just tasting it to see how it is, just to determine if it's shit or not. Okay.
Mine was shit.
Archer's, yours was significantly better than Purity's.
I wish I could taste this.
Let me try yours.
Yeah, you can. You could totally taste it.
I mean, yes, I can totally. Thank you. You are such a good friend. I
I'm
like
just
you.
gonna take a bite while those two are
I got
talking.
you.
Take a bite.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just holding it out. I haven't even looked at it.
His is much better.
Yeah, no, yours is better.
It's technically you ordered the same thing, but
They just prepared
his
his better.
apparently yes. But it is still good enough that it seems to be the most famous thing in town, since nothing else had famous in front of it.
Hmm. We did see how
Yes.
they made it, so all I gotta do is write this down in the book.
Well, you didn't cast your cooking skill. You just tried it to see how it tastes.
I fucking knew you were gonna do that. Should have known. Oh, it was so close to an 18.
That is a 22. Okay. Arch, you can roll this as well, although I don't remember. Do you actually have a cooking knowledge, or do you not have, or do you just have base knowledge?
I do have cooking knowledge. I have it
Okay.
at +7.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, you both realize that there's something about the steak. Like the rest of the stuff is pretty pedestrian for the most part, and everybody knows what Calgary and Cheese Whiz tastes like. So none of that is really standing out to you, but the quality of the meat. And I'm not talking like, oh, it doesn't taste like beef. Like, it tastes like the best beef you've ever had. The steak itself is just a mystery to you of how this came to be.
I am confused about my confusion.
Hmm.
This is a steak.
Yes.
But not
We should go ask him about it.
protein enzyme and that taste buds tell me that this is totally a weird. Yes, I shall bring my taxes.
And I pick up my little gold coin.
Oh no. Remember, not till we get the answers.
Okay, now that you guys have decided you're going to go do this, Kane, you're going to go bite his ass off.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're a gnome. You can do what you want in this scenario. You can sneak behind the counter if you want to. You just have to make sure you roll high enough so he doesn't see you.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to sneak it.
Is there anything Hugh can do to help him by like distracting people?
This is kind of happening simultaneously while you're talking about the cheesesteaks with
Don't
Garrity.
worry. He's broken. I got this.
It was during Baldur's Gate.
It's true. All right.
Jesus, he is broken!
I told you. Was that a move silently?
Yep.
Okay, so you successfully sneak up behind Mario.
All right. And then I'm just gonna try and take him out real quietly.
Okay, you're going to take him. You're going to kill him.
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to kill him with?
I'm gonna try and use my longsword.
Okay. So you're going to have to roll me to. Because he doesn't have a shit ton of health, and you're attacking from
We are
a
never
point
getting
where
an
you've
answer.
already snuck up on him, so that's going to crit.
Mhm.
What class are you again?
I'm a freaking rogue.
Oh, so you have sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no, if you're going to do sneak attack, then I'm going to count the move silently roll as the roll to hit. You can go. Just roll damage. I will say if you do more than 15, then he will die.
So it's 1d8 plus 3d6.
Well, you did more than 15 damage, so he's dead as shit. So this is what happens. So you sneak up behind him. Keep in mind the kitchen area is completely open for people to see you do this, but because you aced that move silently check, nobody is able to spot you. You then take your longsword and very gracefully and very forcefully shove it through the back of his skull and out through his forehead before ripping it back again and letting the body fall to the floor. You then, I assume you're going to either feed on it there or drag it somewhere to feed on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna carve off his ass.
Okay, you're gonna. All right, roll me a dexterity check. You have to properly carve the butt cheek.
Yeah, it's like a roast meat. Woo!
Wow, okay,
Yeah.
22. Yeah, no. You got 2 prime hams there, buddy.
Flee out of the building.
Okay, so you're just gonna roll me another move silently check to see if you get it, or are you just running?
Okay.
You don't care. You're just gonna. All right, so you run out from behind the counter. Everybody can see this, and you are just holding. You didn't say you wrapped it in anything, so you're just
Hold
holding
the whole ass.
both of his amputated butt cheeks, one in each hand, as you run out of the building.
Indiana Jones run away from the boulder.
Okay, as this happens, the other people begin to. Well, I shouldn't say that. There was only 1 or 2 other people. I'm going to roll to see what their reaction is. The reaction is not great. They immediately run out of the restaurant screaming, leaving only Purity and Arch inside, along with Luigi, who has now discovered the body of his brother with his ass cheeks amputated.
That seems like a problem.
Mario, why?
Oh.
On the bright side, I didn't kill him. I mean, I don't know if he. Well, actually, that's not true. I did kill him.
Yeah, I was gonna say you literally killed him.
Well, worth it, In for a penny, out for a pound. Plus, I'm not at the building anymore. That's their problem now.
We shouldn't
Okay,
have
what do you-
left him alone for more than 5 seconds.
Yes, that seems like a mistake on our part, but I really do like his spunk, so I think we should do it more often.
Yeah, but usually he should wait until, after we get the info we need.
This is a fair point.
To be
We'll have to
fair,
talk
Luigi.
about this with him.
To be fair, Luigi is still alive, and you saw him prepare the food as well.
Well, let's go ask him then. Otherwise, he'll have to join his brother. I'm gonna walk up to him. Excuse me, can we ask you something?
My brother is dead! His butt cheeks are gone! His head has a hole!
Yeah, that guy's... I mean, whoever did this is really, really thorough.
My God! You think you live in a safe town?
Well,
You think this is a safe town?
I've been to Dren! Fuck you!
I mean, maybe your brother owed someone money. Did he like to gamble?
No, Mario was a saint.
Ooh,
Mama is going to be beside herself when I tell her.
we'll try to help you find the killer. I'm just gonna look at Hugh. Well, shit, what do we do?
You could hit him with a stick until he stopped crying.
That's not gonna get our questions answered, Hugh.
I mean, eventually, if you keep asking, I have had great success with using brute force before.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have that might work on this?
I am firmly in the break his legs category, and that is where I will lay my chips, but I will listen if you have a different opinion.
I don't think we should kill him yet. He hasn't done anything.
I did not say kill, I said break legs.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything yet to earn breaking legs. Usually we do that after they do something or say no.
Yes, exactly, and now we switch up the bit.
Okay, first let's ask him. Then if he refuses to answer and he keeps crying, then you break his legs. How does that sound?
Agreed.
All right. Sir, Mr. Luigi, can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna
My
stand.
God, why have they forsaken me?
I'm gonna stand behind her, like wielding a baseball bat, just watching.
You're going to have to roll me a check in order to get his attention. It is going to be a raw charisma check.
Okay. Let me see what my charisma is.
I am just waiting for this to fail so I can hit him.
This is gonna go bad. Could you stop crying for a minute? It's really gonna be better for you if you stop crying for a minute. Yeah,
Buddy, no one knows who did it.
fuck it. Hugh, I'll go in the kitchen. You do what you do. You get the answers. I'm just gonna walk right past Luigi.
Okay, you walk right past him.
I tried to be on your side, Mr. Luigi. Good luck.
He is not listening to you. He is still crying.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna do
All
my
right.
best to line myself up behind him and just like getting ready, like doing a stretch, like I'm about to do a football punt.
Okay, you do that.
Please proceed. Sorry.
Okay, so while you're preparing to probably kill him, um, Purity, you're so basically the way you can see is like the area where they actually physically cook stuff is all visible from the front of the building, which you were able to see. But if you go in for the further in the back, there's a storage area that's behind a door. It seems like that's the only doorway that's back there.
Alright, I'm gonna head back there.
You go into the storage area, and as you walk in, you see initially there's your ingredients, your cheese, uh, rolls, stuff like that, all your general stuff that you would need for a place like this. And then you turn and you see what looks like a cow that has been strung up above some form of a meat slicer, and it appears that its ass has been meat sliced. And then next to the cow is a pile of whitish looking rocks with a shovel in them.
What the fuck?
The cow is also bound and gagged.
I'm gonna ungag the cow. I have beast speak.
Moo! Oh, thank God. They kidnapped me. By the way, he's
What the
speaking
hell were
common.
they doing to you?
By the way, he's speaking common to you.
Holy fuck, you can talk common. What the fuck?
Oh, oh God. Look. Uh, Eventually my ass cheek will grow back, but you need to get me out of here. Those two psychos. They've had me strung up here for years. That's where they get all the meat for their submarine sandwiches. The horror.
But how were you able to speak common?
I was a magical experiment. A cow among cows. The limit of what cow kind was possible. And then I can also regenerate any meat that is cut from me. Which means that I am an infinite source of steak and whatever else they happen to need. And I'll just grow it back.
Ooh, really?
Oh God. All
I'm-
these years of torture.
I free
love
you,
it when
you
they
come
call
with
that.
us.
I'll go anywhere as long as it's not
Ah.
here and it's not near a cheese grater.
Deal. How do I cut him? Can I just cut him down? Well, no, he'll fall in the...
He's locked in, so you can pick the lock on the chains that are holding him.
Alright, what do I have to roll for that?
An open lock check.
Oh, well, sucks for this thing.
Well, to be fair, you could have asked the rogue, but he's currently enjoying.
He ran the
But-
fuck off! I can't get the damn rogue, unless we have some kind of way to talk from a distance.
No, you do. No, you do not. He ran off with those butt cheeks because that's what he needed.
I'm a fleer in the night, bro. That's what I do.
17!
All right, you're able to pick the lock and release the cow. The cow walks on two hind legs, by the way.
Huh. So what's your name, anyway?
That's terrifying.
My name is Bernard.
Alright, Bernard. Oh, and don't worry about the two that were keeping you, as a slave. They're both gonna be taken care of in just a moment. I'm gonna poke my head out. Hey, Hugh!
I turn very slowly, still in the position about to kick this guy in the dick.
Yes.
Kill him!
Oh, okay.
And I just immediate as hard as I can.
Okay, roll me a strength check. Okay, yeah, that's definitely high enough. So because you took the time to line it up and aim, I'm going to say that's going to be 2d8. And because you aimed and because you rolled a just it crits.
So that's 2d8.
2d8 times 2. All right, 10 damage. So the thing about Luigi is he did not have as much health as Mario did because Mario was a bigger man than him. Mario had 15 health. Luigi only has 10, which means 5 times 5 is 10, which means after you kick him, he flies into the front window and proceeds to crash through it, taking a glass shard to the neck in the process and bleeding out on the street outside.
I thought I was hardcore.
I start doing an end zone dance.
Okay, you bring it around town. You're all good. All right, so now, all right, they're both dead.
Excellent work, friends. Did you find out about the thing that we need to find out? I forgot why we're here.
Yep, and I made us a new friend. Look, you.
Oh, you're a
Hello.
cow.
Yes, and you're not a cow.
He's a human.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello, human.
Hello, cow. This is a very strange day.
I mean,
Please
we've
don't
had
shave.
weird.
Please don't shave my butt.
We won't, don't worry.
Feels so exposed.
I
Also,
mean,
by the way, his ass has grown back now.
do, do you want some pants? We could get you some pants.
No, I like to let the air hit it.
Alrighty, let's go to our next destination. Let's get out of here. You're
I
gonna
have a
love our job.
Mr. Cow, if you were to wear pants, would you tuck the udder in or out?
What
He's
a
a
pants.
male.
I point at her pants.
Touche, salesman. I would probably tuck out.
Yes, that is what I thought. That is disgusting. I no longer wish to talk to you.
And I turn around and walk away.
You walk away, he immediately shits on the floor because he's a cow.
Do that in the cart and we'll shave your ass. Got it?
Okay.
Come on.
Also, but before you actually leave, he says he needs a second, and he runs back in the other room with he grabs a bag of holding that was just kind of sitting on the counter, and he proceeds to go in the back room. He goes up to that pile of white rock-like things and begins pouring them all into the bag of holding.
I'm gonna follow him. So what is that? Crack or cocaine?
I don't know what it is, but they fed it to me the entire time I was here, said it would help, and now I want more.
Perfect.
I know that feeling.
I'll analyze it and I'll make you more.
Well, he just stole about 50 pounds of crack.
Yeah, I figured. I've still got the brick of cocaine.
He's gonna take that with you. Okay, so you guys are gonna head back. So you now have the recipe for the cheesesteaks. It has to be shaved off of his ass, though,
That was the secret all along.
or a cow that is equally magically modified.
Write that down in the book and got it.
Modified.
And make sure you use traditional Calgarian cheese whiz.
All
Give 'em
right,
the cheese.
so the next person that gets to pick a number is Flaming.
Okay, well, any number 1 to 31. I'll tell you if it's already been taken. You're going to finally land on a dessert.
Maybe.
Also, Kane, well, when they come back after all this is said and done with the cow and everything, you are inside of the carriage, gnawing on Mario's butt cheeks.
I have an idea.
What?
I run over. Kane is sitting there, right? Like just eating.
He's inside. Yeah, he's sitting inside the carriage eating.
Listen, small friend who eats organics, I have to ask you a question. The goblin that you keep gnawing on, does it regenerate?
I
Dead.
think he's dead.
Kane? There he is.
No, I'm not dead. Well, I mean, I am on the inside.
You're reading butt cheek,
Yeah, and I'm gnawing on it.
and Arch is asking you of something.
Oh, is he now?
Yes, you, the goblin thing that you keep eating from, does it regenerate?
Yeah, you can take whatever you want as long as he doesn't die. Just make sure he survives. Help yourself.
No, listen, I have idea. We found a thing that needs regenerative meat, and I can make you a Philly cheese, a thing, Calgarian cheese sandwich thing. She knows. She's got the thing. Come here.
Okay. I'm just gonna eat my ass while I go.
That's going to be a clip.
Hugh is trying to stress that he can use the goblin to make one of these Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm gonna change it in the book to the goblin, by the way.
Oh god. All
So
right, goblin cheesesteak.
so that he can finally participate in like the foodie event.
We're back to the restaurant campaign again.
I mean, we've been there a while. He's been eating goblin for a while.
And if it is good,
Please.
then we can make sure to make more.
And
Yeah,
even
but
if
it's more,
not,
it's
we
more
can
the
still make
preparation. All right. Did Purity? Did he choose a number?
He has not. Flaming, you can choose a number.
Between 1 and 31.
Let me see if he's still in the chat, or did he bounce? He shouldn't have, though. Well, he should still be here.
So, Mike, can I roll a cooking knowledge to recreate the Philly cheesesteak with goblin meat?
Yes.
If
You'll
he
also
does
need-
not respond in a minute, I'm going to just tell you the number of his sub.
Okay.
Let me grab my fucking knowledge cooking here.
Kick his ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
If not, I could help.
Through you. No, he rolled a 22. So, with your trusty in-house cheese grater, you take as much as you need off of the goblin in order to make the sandwich. You then use your special internally installed skillet to, fry everything up and season it correctly. And you guys did steal a giant container of Cheese Whiz and some buns from in there so that you could keep those for when you have to recreate it. So you then recreate the famous Grand Calgarian cheesesteak, but with goblin meat.
Oh my fucking god, we're eating goblin. Oh my god, no way. I
Is
have
the
a
cow gonna
goblin.
eat it too?
I don't know. I feel like there's something wrong about that.
You're gonna feed the goblin more goblin.
No, I'm
No,
gonna
the
feed the
cow.
cow more I'm gonna feed the cow goblin.
I feel
I
like
am
the
gonna-
cow's milk would taste fucked up.
I do want to make like little finger sandwich of the goblin things.
Of an actual fingers.
And just give it to everybody, but like not say anything.
Nope, I don't trust you.
Okay, so currently, alright, so this is how this is gonna work. Kane is the only one that knew you were making this sandwich, so you're not gonna be able to do it with
Plus,
him.
I eat the goblin anyways.
Well, yeah, he's gonna do it anyway. That's the point.
If you're trying to scam her, because she doesn't realize it, you can go up to her with your recreation and try and I'll say it's going to be a diplomacy check to try and get her to eat it.
This will be a cinch.
And she will have to roll a diplomacy check against you.
God damn it.
Hold on, what's my diplomacy?
You will not win this. You will eat that goddamn goblin.
Roll again, both of you.
Oh dear, I've just realized what her diplomacy level is.
Is it high?
It's very high.
Yes,
Yep,
it is.
she beat you 20-19, so she's not gonna eat that.
Nope. Good try, but I can smell it. Rabbit nose, you see.
All right, well, there's always the cow, I guess.
Absolutely. I hand one to the cow and any random passerby that that happens to go by the carriage.
All right, let's see if the cow's gonna eat it.
Let's see if we can get passersby to eat it and pay for it.
The cow timidly eats it.
See, this is why people were eating you. Isn't that interesting?
I mean, it's good, but it's not. I want to kill myself to get it good.
That's valid,
It is
though.
okay.
Yeah, that's alright. Don't worry, no one's gonna kill you in this group.
Yeah, you cannot die. It is not possible, so it doesn't really matter what.
We also have a pig in the cart, and he'll probably like you.
If you need food, you can shave my ass.
Oh, thank you! You're so sweet. You want one of my
Honestly,
carrots?
Honestly, I don't like to admit it to people, but near the end, when I was in there, it kind of got kind of good. It was weird.
Okay.
I mean, not as weird as the guy that wanted turnips shoved up his ass.
Wow.
True.
Yeah, we met a lot of fucked up people. We killed most of them.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go with 7 because he doesn't seem to be in the chat right now.
Okay, so 7 is the number you're picking?
Yes, because that's his sub number.
Okay, so 7 we have already done.
Go for 8.
Okay, so this one is Kane would remember this place, but I think he's the only person from this particular group who's been to this town. You guys went here in season 1. Kane, you remember when you had the guy who you framed and stole his boat?
I was a menace back then.
You're
Yeah,
still a
well,
menace.
that was I mean, to be fair, that was more Cham and Velnos, but yeah, you stole the guy's boat. So where that happened, that was Crescent Bay. And that is where you are going now. You are going to Crescent Bay, which is a seaport, a large seaport, a naval town, on the southern coast of Calgar, the southeastern coast. Or sorry, southwestern coast. So this is kind of like, it's a sea town. So like everything is built around the port. All of the all the places where people work and live and go about and entertain themselves. It's all located around this crescent-shaped bay with this town that kind of just fills up the area from the base of a hill down to the shoreline.
Huh.
So you
Seems
guys
like a
can
nice
ride
place.
into town if you want. Again, it's a little more industrialized than what you've been seeing thus far. Just because this is more of a military town, sort of like Crescent Bay has turned into a larger military type port since the time when Kane was here.
All right, let's head in.
God damn, look at this place.
Oh.
Talk about a shit sandwich.
Ew. So yeah, that cow is still in the carriage, and he breaks out some green dragon and a pipe, and he's just
Fuck
gonna sit
yeah.
there and smoke while you guys do stuff.
All right, you better save some for me when I get back.
Wait, the
Weird.
cow pulled this out?
Yeah, no, the sentient cow. It smokes
How did-
weed as well as smokes crack.
How does he doesn't have thumbs?
Magic, fuck you.
Nature finds a way.
I am confused as to how fast he found the crack.
For
It
real,
was
what
in the
the
back
fuck's
with
up
him.
this?
Yeah, no, he took all the crack. that there was crack in there. They were force feeding him crack to make the meat more addictive, but that was all he survived on was crack rocks.
You wasn't there for that.
I know, but I'm explaining to your character because that is something that would have probably been relayed over the course of the trip.
Yeah, I would have told him.
So it is entirely possible that that cow has keistered many drugs.
Yeah, his
I mean,
milk's gonna be amazing. He's also
hasn't?
male, so can he make milk?
No,
Then why
Why do
did
we
you
have this
ask about
cow?
udders?
he didn't. He asked if it was just hanging in or out.
He was asking about the udders.
He was asking about udder, but he's only got one, and it looks weird.
The bullcock. All right.
Why's he got why's he got a holster for his gun on his leg?
Oh god, that's on his leg. All right. So, yeah, the cow is just gonna sit inside getting blazed. So he's just gonna let you guys do your thing. Kane, you are eating the last of your butt jerky that is left over from the butt meat that you harvested from Mario. So now you're ready for a refill on the human remains.
So, do you want? Who wants to talk to the humans next?
I think I have done much talking.
Yes, you've done a good job, Hugh. How about you, hungry man?
He?
Yeah, unless you want me to go do it. I can pull the cute bunny act to get info.
Talk to him, but I don't know if it will go well.
All right, I'll go talk to them.
I'll be there for moral support.
Sounds good. Don't chase them down. We need to at least get the food first.
All right, I can work with that.
All right. By the way, for now on, wait to kill in the restaurants until we get the info or someone's in trouble. Got it?
Sorry, he was just really handsome.
Oh, I understand. That ass was very well shaped for that. I'm just saying.
It was delicious.
It looked it. High five.
I'm just gonna high five, but I'm gonna miss and then fall.
Yeah, I expected that. He does it like all dramatically too.
Just start freaking screaming.
Just gonna walk
Okay.
right past him now.
All right, you just start screaming.
My glaucoma!
This isn't the old folks campaign. You don't have glaucoma anymore. All right. So who's gonna go up and talk to people?
I'm going to.
Okay, you're going to. All right. So roll me a search check. Okay. Yeah. No. All right. So you walk up to a human and he's kind of pseudo well. He's not well dressed. He's dressed in a sailor's uniform. So we see somebody that's from a ship, a military ship down at the docks. Oh yeah, what do you want?
Do you know any good places to eat around here, sir?
I've been in Crescent Bay quite a few times over the years. There is one place in town that always has the best grub for the cheapest price. And it's the Crescent Bay Fish House.
Oh, which way is it?
Hey, go down there by the docks, go over by the metal smelting place, and try and stay upwind from the sulfur. Otherwise, it smells like rotten eggs, and then you'll find it. It's right there.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Do you want to come sleep with me?
Why does everybody want to sleep with me? Maybe later.
I'm a sailor. I'll fuck anything with a hole, lassie.
Well,
Yo, that's
I'll-
really shit, though.
what? That he wants to fuck the bunny?
Oh, I just meant the fucking anything with a hole on it.
Oh.
I guess
I'll-
Bunny does qualify that, though.
Okay, then. I'll just go over here and make love to that knot hole.
Good luck, sir.
You know, if
gonna-
you like Goblin, I know a guy.
Had it too many times overseas, mate.
I get that feeling, It's like freaking They have it like water over there.
Yeah, there's this whole island once down south. All it says goblins.
Oh, I heard about that
Yeah,
place.
there was one time I freaking smoked so much green. I went on a rampage and just destroyed a whole village of them once.
Must have been some good shit.
Touche, sir. He then turns around, unzips his pants, and begins having sex with the knothole. You can leave now.
Yep, no, I'm walking away already.
Fantastic form.
He's watching, taking notes.
I'm just gonna watch and then like I'm gonna walk out clapping.
Okay, you do that. So he kind of pointed you in the right direction, so you can go and find the Crescent Bay Fish House.
Alright, we're all gonna head there. I'll take the cart. Well, he's just watching. Are you done watching him so we can go?
Yeah, I gotta respect a man's game, but yeah, we can go.
All right. So you guys travel down a little bit closer, and you get to the metal smelting facility, which is right next to where they do a lot of the outfitting for the military ships. And there's a few small little clusters of buildings that are nearby, and one of them has kind of an old painted sign that says Crescent Bay Fish House.
Oh, this looks like the place.
There also appears to be a fish under Fish House to make sure that you understand the point that there's fish.
We got it.
So you guys going to mosey your way inside?
Yep.
Yes, and then I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. Archie, you're going as well?
I suppose.
Okay, so all three of you guys enter, and it's a small restaurant. It's got a lot of like tables and stuff that are kind of spread around the room. And there's a small kitchen and stuff kind of in the back that's sealed off. You can't see into it, but you can see a door that goes in and out. And a half orc comes up to you and looks. Would you like to take a seat?
Yes, please.
How
Yes,
many?
I would.
3?
3? Yes, follow me. So he brings you to a table that has 4 stools on it. Proceeds to, he grabs one stool and then proceeds to just like chuck it across the room so that it's 3. And then has you sit down.
Huh, nice aim. I'm gonna sit down.
Me was aiming for sleeping bugbear, me miss.
Oh.
I clug, I take order.
Oh, can we look at the menus?
Here, menu. And he plops down an actual, like, stone tablet that has the menu carved into it.
Holy smoke.
That first menu restaurant ever have, and only menu restaurant ever have.
Damn. Alright, so let's... A search check?
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to roll a search check to find out on there what you want. Okay, and Arch, if you want to roll one as well, you can.
And then we'll just wait for Kane.
I look
Indeed.
up at him and I'm like,
What would you suggest to eat here, large man?
Me suggest seafood surprise.
Ah, understood.
and I look, I look at Purity's character and I say,
Don't eat the seafood surprise. I think it is bad.
Okay.
Would you like seafood surprise?
Is it the best thing you have here?
Yes.
Then we'll try it.
Good to seafood surprise. All right, so let's wait and see if Kane wants to try and order anything off that menu for him to come back. Because I'm gonna grab a refill on a drink right now.
So how is everybody? I'll turn off the recording till...
There, good buddy.
No, he's still dead.
Dead as fuck.
Oh, we got a donation for the next number. Why? Anarchy, why would you do that to my dog? It's weird. My bunny. Oh, that's my character, His name is Jove. So the next number we'll be going to will be 31 when we're done here.
Okay. Have we? I don't think we've done 31. Nope, we have not done 31. Okay, so I think that'll probably we're not going to accept any more right now because I don't know if we'll get to them this time around. But we can see what happens.
Okay. But he's gonna take forever.
And
Yeah,
okay,
he just
fuck
got
it.
the letter.
Fuck it. He'll be back probably when you're busy murdering this guy. All right. So Kane is still is still studying everything, and he's not going to order anything that isn't people anyway. So he's going to scout out the room for human beings to stalk and eat. In the meantime, you guys are both going to get the seafood surprise. So the orc goes back into the kitchen, and he comes back several minutes later with two massive bowls of white creamy stew type dish. It's sort of like a chowder, like a very thick chowder, or like a gruel type of thing. And each one has a spoon in it, and he puts one bowl down in front of each of you.
This looks interesting.
This seafood surprise. Baked seafood surprise, specifically.
Thank you.
Notice the golden crust along top.
Yes, it's very interesting.
Enjoy.
Yes, it is.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he is. Okay. So as you're getting your seafood surprise, Kane, I want you
That's
to see
me.
what I don't know what you want here. What do you want to try? Do you want to try normal people food, or are you going to look for more humans to eat?
Try normal people food. I'm gonna try and keep a nice even balance, you know. See how it goes.
Okay. So do you want seafood surprise as well as these other two people?
Sure. If it's the big dish.
All right, then we'll make it 3 on a round. So all three of you guys basically get these bowls of a white chowdery substance, and it has kind of like a almost like a pudding skin thing going on, like a creme brulee thing on the top, where they like torch the top of it a little bit, like it's baked, with
Look at
breadcrumbs and
this.
shit all on the top of it. So, you guys can each roll me a d20 to see how good you think it is. And if you want to roll a cooking knowledge, you can roll one in regards to figure out what it is.
I'll roll my cooking knowledge.
Oh!
Oh!
Fuck you. Okay, she rolled a nat 20. Arch, you can roll as well, but she already has it.
I think I'm still like poking at it, so I'll
I
let
was
her
just thinking
take
the
this.
same thing.
Fair enough. You're poking at it. So Kane, you're not picky because you eat people. Purity, you rolled a nat 20 on cooking knowledge to figure out what this is. So you know exactly what is in this. You just don't necessarily know how they're getting these things. So the white sauce is a standard just white cream sauce. There's nothing really too insane about that. And then as you go down the list, you can taste some haddock. There's a little bit of scallops. And the last thing there's two more things you're getting. One of them is sea cucumber, which you don't taste a lot. And the other one is crab, but it doesn't taste like normal crab. It has some kind of it has an additional taste to it. It tastes some kind of a variant or something.
Either giant crab or crabs on drugs. Let's be real. I'm gonna flag over the waiter.
All right, Clug, he comes back over. Yes, do you need dessert?
I was wondering, what kind of crab do you use in this?
We use prime crab, Direct from Crescent Bay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want dessert?
Not right now. No, thank you.
Fair enough. Okay, he leaves again.
All right. Okay, guys, who's going into the back? You know it's not normal crab.
Well, I would think the sneaky one would be the one to go, but I suppose I can try.
All right. Hugh, you start. How do you say your character's name, Kane? Is it Jeffrey or Deffrey?
No, it's Jeffrey.
Okay. Jeffrey, back him up. If he fucks up, get the info on what the crab is, okay?
Okay.
So Kane and Arch are going to go try to infiltrate the kitchen. So there's a double door, a swinging double door that leads into the kitchen, but there isn't any other visible way to get in there.
Well, you want to try and sneak in, or do you want to just go in and kick anybody's ass who get in our way?
I think it would be a great idea to maybe sneak in first, and perhaps you can find an outfit for me, and then I can punch somebody in the face or something. I don't know. We usually do bad at this.
You want to get a nice costume, or see what we can find. We can get you a nice chef's hat or something.
Yes, I wish to blend in with the other human chefs.
Me too. Me too. All right, let's sneak in then. I'm gonna roll for move silently then into the kitchen.
Okay, roll me. Arch, so you're going to try and get in there and get something, and get a disguise for Arch.
Yeah, something that'll help him blend in a little bit.
Okay.
Don't fail me now. All right, we're looking good.
All right, yeah, no, you're able to sneak in there pretty easily. So after you've gotten into the kitchen, you notice that there is one more orc who's back there who appears to be doing a lot of the cooking. You also notice that it appears there's two doors. There's one that appears to go into maybe like a storage area, and there's for like dry goods and stuff, and there's another one that goes into a storage area for meat.
Crab, so probably the meat one I want to go into.
Okay, so you're going to continue and go into the meat room?
Investigate it.
Okay, you're going to go investigate the meat room. Okay, so because you rolled the 25 to get in there, I'm going to say because there's only one other dude who's going in and out of there, that you're able to get to the meat area without getting spotted as well. So now that you're in there, there's kind of, your standard thing. There's hanging sides of beef. There's chicken. There's sausages preserved in there. Different cuts of meat from different animals. But then you see in the back there are larger things that are hanging. Something that you can't quite make it out from where you are. It's not very. The room's kind of crowded with meat. So I'm going to have you roll. If you want to try and get back there, I'll have you roll a strength check to get through all the hanging meat.
Ah, no, not the meat swings.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Better than the meat sweats.
Oh, dude, I get the meat sleds when I eat freaking spicy pulled pork. Oh, yeah, look at that shit.
All right. You're able to squeeze your way in between the sides of beef to get to the back, and you notice that hanging up are dead crab people.
Oh, god damn. I was not expecting this.
I was right.
Explains why they're so delicious. I'm gonna grab one from the hook.
Okay, they are dead, so I mean you can. So are you gonna drag him out, or are you just gonna try and eat him?
No, I'm gonna drag him out. I'll eat him later.
So roll me a strength check to drag him out because he's pretty big. Crab people in this universe are like 6 feet tall.
Pretty strong. I can do this. Yeah, I mean I'm doing.
I mean you're moving him, but you're not moving him very fast.
You do what you got to do.
Well, the robot might be able to help you, but he's still waiting outside for his disguise.
This is disgust now.
He's gonna put that on him. Here you go.
Okay, roll me another strength check to try and get it out of there.
All right, come on, baby. Don't hold me back. Oh, okay, that's better.
Okay, that's a 16. So you're going to be able to get him out of there. Now you're going to have to roll me a move silently check to do it silently with a -2 on that because you're dragging something that's bigger than yourself.
Oof.
That is a 13, so I am going to roll for the orc in there to see if he notices this with a spot check. And I'll say, for the sake of argument, he gets a +2 to spot.
Hi, cat.
Okay, he rolled. Okay, he rolled a 6. So hang on a second. He rolled a 6. So that is not going to happen. So yeah, you drag out the dead body of the crab person out of the kitchen in front of Arch.
Check this out. Look what I found.
Yes, you have done a good job at finding a thing that I could wear.
Yeah. I think this is also what they made us eat earlier. So it's 2-in-1, snack and dress.
You will have to help me put it on.
Of course I will.
I'm gonna like kneel down and stick my hands above my head like I'm gonna go for a sweater.
Okay, so you're gonna just. So Kane, you're just going to place the exoskeleton onto his body.
I'm gonna try at least.
Okay, you're gonna have to hollow out the exoskeleton, or at least cut it in half to fit it over him.
We'll try hollowing it out, and I'll try putting the meat in a bag. That way I can feed it to the
Oh.
goblin.
Okay, roll me a dexterity check to carve it up and remove the meat.
But the robot also works as a pocket, doesn't he? I can put this shit in there.
I mean, you can put it inside of him, I guess. Okay, you're not doing that very well at all. You're just kind of stabbing it like a psychopath.
I have never dissected an animal before. This is really hard.
Arch, Arch, do you want to help him?
The answer is no.
I was so confident. I've never fucking done this with an animal. This is weird. Oh my god, that caught me. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1,000,000%. I'm in there.
Alright. Okay, roll it.
Any relevant skill?
It's gonna be a dex check.
Here we go. +1.
That is
Yeah,
an 8.
that's better than mine.
You did not do any better at doing this. So I'm going to roll now to see if anybody, either the waiter or the chef, has noticed what you've been doing right outside the door to the kitchen.
Are we just like covered in blood?
No, well, I mean, they don't have blood anymore because they've already been drained. They've been dead for a while. I rolled an 8, so I'm going to say no because they didn't beat both of you. They tied Arch, they did beat Kane, but regardless, they still haven't noticed you, so you can try again.
Yeah,
Both of you are going to have to roll dexterity to hobble it out so Arch can wear it.
I'd just like to say I can hear all of this with my superior hearing, and I'm
Alright, there we go.
losing it loud.
There we go. Okay, Kane, you have now hit your stride, you know what you're doing, so you cut the exoskeleton in half and then proceed to hollow out the various portions of it so that Arch can wear it like a crab person coat. And so Arch, you can now fit inside of it because it's about the right size for your form anyway, given how big crab people are. And the bottom is also hollowed out as well. However, you're going to have a couple extra legs to deal with that you're not going to have anything to put in. You are now wearing the exoskeleton of a crab person.
Yeah, that looks pretty good on you.
Now that it's on me, I'm like very confident, like,
All right, let's go.
and I start marching towards the kitchen.
Hey,
Okay.
honestly, I'm all for another round in. There's another crab guy in the freezer too.
All right, so you're going into the. So you're just going to barge right in. You're not going to try and do this stealthy at all.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it stealthy this time. I'm gonna pretend he's like a famous chef.
This is the thing is I asked him for a costume, and he had gone back there. So to me, this is
the first
something.
time.
Yeah, this is what people back here are wearing. This is why.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna go in. All right, so this is how this is gonna roll. So Arch, you walk right into the kitchen, and as you walk in, the only other person that's in there is the orc chef, and he immediately looks at you and goes, "What? Ah, damn it! They shipped us a live one again. Get over here, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna turn you into stew.
Do
I
I
think they're talking to
can
you.
am I actually able to see him? Or am I like fully
That
inside a
depends.
crab?
Did you bother to poke eye holes in the chest?
I don't think I did.
Then no, you just bumbled your ass through the door and you heard him say that through the exoskeleton.
Just do my best to whip towards the noise.
Okay, as this is happening, the chef is grabbing a meat cleaver to do combat. You guys can now roll initiative. Kane, if you're going to be involved in combat, you can as well.
I can't let my man go in by himself.
Well, right now the orc is going first.
One.
You gotta roll me.
Woo!
Okay, Kane is actually going to go first. So Kane, you got to go first. The orc is a little bit more preoccupied with the crab person right now, so you have an opening.
I'm just gonna shoot him in the face with my crossbow.
Okay, roll the hit. He's not wearing armor.
I'm glad I sent the stupid ones in.
Hey, I resent that.
No, you resemble that.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right, that's going to hit. Roll for
Oof.
damage.
I don't want it to be over too quickly, but at the same time, I'm just too good. Woo!
And there's no additions to that. It's just a straight 7.
Yeah, just straight D7.
Okay, so you
Or
shot,
D8.
but you did say you were aiming for his face, though, right?
I did say that, yeah.
Which means that crits because that's a targeted attack. So you did 14 damage with one. So you shoot the orc chef in the face for 14 damage. Keep in mind, he only had 20 health. And he immediately drops to the ground and begins grabbing at his face and starting to scream.
Quick, finish him off, you man.
Well, I'm going to say it'll skip his turn because he's basically stunned by that. So yeah, it would be his turn. But Arch also can't see.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Mike, let me pitch you this. I'm gonna make a listen check to see where the noise came from, and I'm gonna charge in that direction.
Okay, I will allow it. You have to pass a listen check of at least a D13, okay, a DC 13, okay, in order to discern where it came from. Okay,
Let's
you
go.
pass the listen check, so you know where. So, what are you? Are you just going to try and run over him, or are you
Yeah.
going to run up and try and like stab him with your claw or something?
I'm gonna be so honest with you. Hugh is a spellcaster, and he can't see shit, so he can't use his spells. So he's just charging to tackle this guy.
Well, this guy's on the ground right now, holding an arrow that's in his face.
I don't know that.
I know. All right, so here's how this is going to go. So you have the correct direction. You're going to do the charge. I need you to roll me a balance check to see what happens when you eventually run over him, if you run him over or if you trip him. Or if he trips you, I should say. Okay, you're going to run him over. I'm going to say that's going to be 1d10. If you do 6 or more, he is dead. You did 8. He's dead. Okay. So this is what happens. So after he goes on the ground with a crossbow bolt in his face, thanks to Kane, Arch, still in your crabness, sprints across the room, flailing his arms, and uses the sharp crab legs to stab into him as he runs over his body, thus killing the orc chef. So he is now dead.
Check, please.
Oof. Well, we got him. I guess you got him. Good job.
Again, Arch still can't see. Which, by the way, actually, eventually you're going to hit a wall.
I was about to say, can I hit something to have the shell crack open?
Okay, we're gonna do this here. So you're gonna hit the wall. Roll me a strength check to see how hard you hit the wall and whether or not it cracks the shell off of your body. Oh yeah, 110%. Okay, so you went wham into the wall in the kitchen, which is hard plaster and tile. It then proceeds to crack the shell down the middle, and it falls in half from you the long way, revealing the robot underneath. The shell disguise is now destroyed.
I am not a robot, Sky God.
Can I be? Can I already be back at the at the cart, just
Well,
smoking with the
I mean, technically you did ask for the check already, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm having some green dragon, just chilling, vibing, waiting.
What are those two idiots doing?
Basically.
We're
All right,
amazing.
so now that the chef is dead, what are you guys gonna do?
I don't know. I don't think we need to do anything else here, do we?
Technically, no. You figured out what it was.
Yeah,
They were
we know what
using
the
crab
secret
people.
is. Yeah, and we got some crab people to take home.
Yeah, you got some crab people because you scooped out all the meat out of that crab person and you dressed Arch up in his exoskeleton.
Want to do anything else, human, or do you think we should give going?
I look down at the body, and then I look up at him, and I just give him thumbs up.
Mission accomplished.
Right. And you look sick as hell as a crab.
Why, thank you.
Sexy.
Let's go. I don't want to do any more work today.
Okay. So you guys are going to leave Crescent Bay. And now that you've kind of gotten out of there, we'll say that the waiter didn't discover until a little while later that the chef had been brutally murdered. So you guys get back in the wagon and you're going to go to your next location. Now this was chosen already, so your next location is going to be Arrows Point, which is another place where Kane you were a long time ago in season 1. This is right before you guys went to go get the Staff of Reality. This is the place where you were. You were in a place called Arrows Point. It's right on the. It was an old military outpost. It still mostly is, but it also has a civilian community around it. And it's kind of like the last area before you reach no man's land, that kind of barren wasteland that's in between the kingdom and the empire where they fought all their wars. So, or where it was before when they used to fight wars, because at this point it's all one empire now because you guys blew up the emperor at the end of season 1. But now you guys are pulling into Arrows Point. And again, it's kind of like it's up on a little bit of a cliff. It still has some greenery and stuff to it. It's right on the edge of like the shit that is no man's land. So it's not quite there. It's still a little bit rough. Got dirt roads, that sort of thing going through town. So it's a little more rustic than you're normally used to.
Okay, Jeffrey, it's your turn to talk to the humans.
What? I literally did everything the last one.
Did you, though? Did you?
I figured out they were making crab people.
You mean you did what I normally have to do? Oh, dear.
Talk to somebody, but if I don't like them, I'm just gonna eat them.
Get the info first, at least, please, hon.
See, I'm taking human with me though.
All right. Mwah. Behave, both of you.
Yes, we have become quite a duo.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Damn right. We'll get you another costume this time too.
That would be
Yeah.
wonderful. I've always wondered what it would be like to wear skin.
No,
Oh, I
no,
could
no.
definitely work with this.
Not
No, that's
until
just the
after
last
we
2
get the
tiers.
stuff. I'm like,
All right. Well,
I'm
let's go
like
look for
reaching
some
out to
humans, I
stop
guess.
him, and it's just too late. Ah, fuck it. Give me some more of the green dragon.
Next time we gotta make the cow do some shit.
The cow looks at you and gives you what appears to be a cross joint.
Fuck yeah.
We gonna go to the moon.
Hell yeah.
The cow takes out a phonograph and puts on Slow Ride by Foghat as you smoke. And you're gonna fishbowl the carriage, so we'll go to the other bros. So you guys are gonna have to roll me search checks to find somebody to talk to who's not a bitch.
Ah, that's gonna be the hard part, really. What's my search check?
Arch rolled a 14, so that's good.
I bet I
Kane,
can
what are
roll
you gonna
better.
get?
Not that 20.
Okay. I mean, you're both up there pretty good. So you guys both find a gnome who's just kind of walking down the street. A gnome woman. She's carrying a what looks like a basket full of like freshly baked bread and stuff home from the bakery. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, what's good? We're new in town. This is my man Hugh, man.
Hello.
And I'm Jeff.
My gnome brother.
We just wonder where the best spots to eat are. I got a dignified
Exactly
palate,
known for its restaurateurship, more for its drunkardry.
Those two things go hand in hand, you know.
Well, I mean, there is. Oh God, what is it? It's the place downtown where everybody keeps getting beat up all the time.
Oh,
It's the Army Boy Cantina. It's the Arrows Point Cantina. It's a big building that says Cantina on it, if you know what I mean.
sounds like a lovely time. I will definitely check it out.
Oh, you may want to bring some brass knuckles or a knife.
Oh, it gets violent in there?
Very.
I'm ready for a
Hey, look.
scrap.
See, look at this. And she pulls up her pant leg, and you can see that there is a stab wound on the leg. Bollocks gave me that 10 years ago last night. I killed that bitch.
Hey, congrats on your anniversary for your victory.
Oh, that's why I go back to the club.
Like that. Anybody who can get stabbed and keep fucking up is good by me.
Yes, lad. Anyway, Bossum Ra bless you. I'll be off.
You're the boss of Raw. I haven't heard that in years.
And don't forget to go pray for John Stamos as well. You need it in the face, darling.
Yeah, you tell me. My all meat diet doesn't really help though.
Yes, you seem a little shaky.
Yeah, it's rough. Sometimes they just don't stop screaming, and then I'm just gonna walk away without elaborating.
Okay, Arch, you were also standing in front of this person as well. So you're just still standing there. Kane just walked away after after saying that.
I'm still just standing there. I'm not saying anything. I'm just looking at her.
You? Are you okay, sir?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm good. Do you need to know anything else?
No.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna leave now.
Okay.
And she turns around and walks away from you.
I just wait until she's out of sight. I want to stare her down.
Okay, she does turn back a couple of times to see if you've moved from the position you were in before finally disappearing around the corner.
That's right, when I start following Kane's character.
Okay, so you guys go back to the carriage. So you know that there's a place downtown where they at least serve things to drink.
I think it's a way in. Do we think that places that imbibe things are the same as cooking?
What?
By the way, the cow is currently smoking crack in back.
Yes, that's a wonderful cow. Is liquid intake the same as solid intake? You know what I'm talking about, you
It
organic shit.
counts. Are you back at the cart?
Yeah, we're back at the
They are now, yes.
I'm just listening to the argument. I just poke my head out. It counts.
See, thank you. So if
I
it
think
counts,
intake is intake.
okay. Now that we have agreed that intake is intake, I just don't see why we can't have oil on Tuesdays.
Oh,
Because
honestly, I can get behind that though. It also just makes things more moist.
why do I let you two go off on your own?
That's what I literally said like 2 hours ago.
Oh, it's been
Because
2 hours? Bro, this shit is really good. You want some? And I'm just gonna hold the joint out to him. You want some?
That's whatever that cow's been packing, bro.
The cross joint, man. You gotta light all three at the same time.
Come on.
They
Do it.
were feeding you to people. No wonder they were addicted. Fine, I'll just take the biggest, fattest rip of it I can.
All right, so the way this is gonna work is there are gonna be three d20s that are rolled at once by you.
Not bad, actually.
All right, you passed the first two and crashed on the third, but that's okay. So you are fucked up, but you are not monumentally fucked up.
I'm feeling good. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Exactly. So yeah, you guys. Well, these the people that have lungs got blazed.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So
That would
now,
be
are you
all of
guys
us.
going to go? Whoops, sorry. What's happening?
Nothing. I was just saying yes. That would be all of us.
Yes, exactly.
He's
That would be
just
all of
like,
you
oh yeah.
except the rope. Well, no, it wouldn't be. Whatever. Fuck it. Yeah. Well, no, you do it by sticking a magnet to your head. We went over that.
I don't worry, bro. I got you. I just tossed the magnet to his head.
Yep.
It just
Um,
slumps on the seat.
yeah. No, it's a little bit of like getting high and mostly a seizure. All right. So now that that's happened, Kane, are you going to drive intoxicated down to where you know where this place is, the cantina?
Absolutely.
All right, you're going to roll me a ride check, and since you rolled a high enough on the intake of that, I'm only going to make you roll it with a -2.
Okay.
That rolled
Not
on the
terrible.
side. That rolled on the side. Reroll that.
It's gonna be in the nat one right here. Oh
Nope, you
no.
rolled high
Ooh.
enough. All right, you made it down there like a pro. You know, you're squinting with one eye, but you're okay. So you guys get down to the area that's over by the military base, and there's one building that's kind of across from the entrance of it that has kind of like its own little aura around it almost. It's not a lot of other buildings are immediately next to it, and it's big, but it's like off by itself. And above it, all it says is Arrows Point Cantina.
This looks like the place. So, anything we should know before we go in, boys?
People here are very aggressive, and there is liquids.
Okay. Thank you. Let's head in. I've got the shotgun ready, just in case.
I think we are good detectives.
Honestly, we're definitely good at something. That's for sure.
I mean, we're really good at killing.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
The Queen's gonna be so happy once we come back with everything.
There's a queen.
Yeah, we're
It
doing
is.
all this for
It
the
is.
Queen. So anything
It
you've
is
done,
not
she'll
a.
totally let you free of it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but I'll probably just ask for like a house or something. I can live with myself very well.
All right, well, let's head in.
You're a horrible person. Um, all right. Also, by the way, your character from Bard campaign is currently not the queen. That is not the character who is the queen at
Yeah.
this given time.
Probably I became like a god and like a ghost, and then a queen, and then a simp, and then a
You,
crazy detective who robs a bakery.
to be fair, you're a simp a lot.
I do it all. I'm the best of all worlds.
You were also an extremely racist version of a monk.
Oh yeah,
Uponano.
best
And then,
best of all worlds.
yep, and now you're a monk again, except well, in the Portals of Pain that I'm adapting now, you're running around the Titanic buck-ass naked.
Honestly, clothes are a prison.
There was also the time that you escaped from prison. Um, okay, so this is so basically it's kind of a rundown building. It looks like almost like an old Western style cantina, and as you're kind of approaching the front of it, you see a gnome get thrown out of the front of the building and land face first in horse excrement in the dirt road.
Ooh.
Nasty.
He's out, by the way.
Oof. Well, somebody get a mop.
Nobody's going to help him.
Well,
No one wants to. He's
I was about to say,
gross.
I
Here-
definitely didn't want to do that. For sure.
Here's what I'm going to say is happening right now. So you guys just saw that happen. So consider it like this if you're looking at it from this perspective. Like a normal road if you're driving. So think about he got thrown out, so he's kind of in the left-hand lane. You're coming up in the right-hand lane. So you're looking over and there's another carriage that's coming the opposite direction. Pretty much looks like they're going to be going right over where he is. They're not going very fast, but they appear to be carrying stone blocks. And again, it's not like the guy who's in that wagon can't see him. He can very clearly see that there's a gnome in the middle of the road, but he doesn't appear like he cares or that he's going to stop.
Should we help him?
Do you?
Do you wanna?
Not really.
Me neither.
Robot, do you want to
Okay.
help him? Human, sorry.
Ah. Oh, you are talking to
Man.
me now.
Hugh, do
yes.
you want to help him?
Do I what? Well, see, there is a story about a guy who used to ask people that, and he used to ask about a turtle laying in the middle of the road, and it's flipped over, and I don't know the answer, so I'm going to just say yes. Let's do
Okay.
it.
We'll go out and help him.
Okay, you go out and drag him out of the way. He smells like shit.
I guess he's a robot, so he can't smell it.
This is true.
You guys can do it then if he smells that bad. I ain't going near him.
Oh no, I
Okay,
already
so
said
you're
no.
all
He'll be fine.
right. So you guys are gonna leave him there. So I'm gonna roll this because you've taken enough time. Okay, yeah, no. All right. So this is what happens because you have stayed away from him due to the smell. The oncoming cart has, again, with the driver not really giving a shit, has just kind of like slowly rolled over him, and it's one of those things where like, again, he's unconscious, so it's not like he's screaming. But the wheel goes directly over where his head is, and it's kind of like watching somebody get run over by like a steamroller, where it just kind of crushes his skull like a ripe cantaloupe and then just keeps rolling on as if nothing had ever happened. He's basically the equivalency of like, literally like one of those dead turtles, yeah.
Huh, so that's what happens when you run over a human's head. Interesting.
And then after that, another cart comes by and throws him on the back along with a bunch of other roadkill and then rides off again.
Efficient, at least.
They know how to keep a clean street.
Alright, let's go in and get this done.
You like your pasta al dente, right?
Why? What?
Don't worry about it. Just think yes or no.
Maybe?
I would say yes.
You man, write that down, will you?
I will write this down because I am being told to.
What are you planning?
Nothing. Just notes.
Are you going to try to fuck me like every other human we've met?
No. My gynecologist just said it would help me clear my thoughts.
Okay.
Hey, and aren't you playing a man?
Yeah.
Like you haven't kind of college.
I don't see him for that. I just talk to him because he helps me
Okay,
out.
fair enough.
He's got him
That
tied
makes
up and
more
he
sense.
acts like he's his therapist.
He's just like there, like, oh yeah, just sub in as a nurse practitioner on occasion. Um, okay, so you guys are going to enter inside of the building now that you've witnessed the gnome get run over. And as you walk in, you notice that you are walking into a rowdy bar. There are people playing poker. There are people fighting. There are people up at the bar. And behind the bar, it appears that there is an extremely attractive woman, like we're talking like 10 out of 10, who is singing along with the boys and drinking.
Huh. Great.
Yeah,
Lots
this
of
place looks
noise.
pretty nice.
What'd you say?
This place looks pretty nice.
You're basically walking into a biker bar.
Alright, I mean, we've been to worse places. This seems fun.
I think you're mixing that up. I feel like you've done worse things at better places.
Maybe. I don't know. This could be a whole buffet for Jeffrey.
I mean, yeah, I could see myself definitely eating at least one or two of them.
Let's go up to the bar.
Okay, are all of you going to do that? Robot as well?
I think yes.
All right, so you guys are going to go up to the bar. So as you're going up to the bar, this woman is kind of like, she's literally standing on the bar at this point, singing like sea shanties with all the dudes that are shit-faced, just kind of sitting around the edges on stools. And she looks down at the group of you and says, hello there, what would you like?
The strongest thing you got.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Boys, we're gonna crack open a new keg. She goes over and she has a line of barrels basically, and some of them have been tapped and some of them haven't because they just finished off one, it appears. So they're tapping the next one. And on the barrel in bold lettering it says Border Ale. She then pours you several mugs of it. It's it looks like a fizzy mixture or a fizzy drink that also seems to be very very black, like very dark in terms of its color. And she gives that to you guys. Yeah, take some. It's a speciality.
Do you guys make this?
What did you say? What did you say?
Do you guys make this?
Oh, yeah, it's an old family recipe from my father and his father and his father before him. And then my great uncle Alfie. And then I think it might have been great great grandmom after that, but it gets a little hazy around that point.
Understandable. Alright, so. Taste test or cooking? Which one do I get to roll?
You can choose.
Oh. Oh, fuck. It was almost a 16.
That was the cooking?
Yep.
Okay, so you drink it. So, as you're drinking it, by the way, it is extremely bitter. It is a very stout beer. And we're talking thick. This stuff is like Guinness. So it's
Ooh.
essentially bread in a mug. And you're drinking this, and it does have a fairly high alcohol content. It's 20% alcohol, which is higher than most beer. And for your cooking knowledge, it doesn't really taste, in terms of the ingredients, it doesn't really taste anything different than normal beer, which would be hops, barley, yeast, the standard mixture. But like I said, there's something in there that you can't quite get your taste buds around. It tastes interesting, like gritty but smooth.
Hey, Hugh, try this and see if you can figure out what's in it.
I do the bit where my mask flips up and I just toss it in the hole and close it.
Okay, you toss the whole mug in.
Yeah.
Okay, you toss everything in, and since it's going through your normal food processor self, you hear your insides grind up what's left of the mug along with the liquid basically just going through. So you can roll your kitchen your cooking knowledge to see if you can figure out what it is. Okay, so you rolled the same thing that Purity did. So again, you come to the same conclusion. It's a dark, hoppy, stout beer, but there's something in there that you can't quite wrap your head around.
Jeffrey, what's your cooking roll?
I think it's motor.
What?
Yeah, I think it's motor.
Motor?
Yeah,
Like motor
Motor.
oil?
yeah.
Is this because of the convo you had with Hugh earlier?
I mean, maybe. I'm not 100% positive. I'm not the chef here.
Oh.
Well,
Hey,
you can
lady.
roll if you want to, Gain, or you can fuck with it.
Yeah, I'll roll with it. What is it? Search?
All right, so it'll be cooking knowledge if you want to try and discern it. It's a mug, a very dark, very stout beer, with a little bit of extra in there, something. It's like almost a tanginess.
Well.
Okay, do you get any additions to that?
Uh,
It would be a general knowledge check if you don't have anything involving cooking. Which I
Oh, yeah.
believe
So, yeah, just plus 4. So that'd be 16.
Okay, all three of you rolled 16s.
Well, that's actually kind of funny.
So you all come to the same conclusion.
It's delicious.
It isn't terrible, it isn't bad, but there is still something in there that is eluding you.
We gotta figure out what the secret ingredient is.
I think we need to kidnap someone.
I
mean,
agree.
we're in a bar full of people. That's not gonna go well.
I hate it.
The
when you're
lady's
right.
also the only one that knows.
Yes, speaking of exactly, the lady looks out at the crowd. Everybody, I gotta go freshen up. And then she goes into the back room.
Well, I guess you'll be kidnapping her.
Okay, are you guys gonna try and sneak in the back room and kidnap her?
I mean, do you guys want to?
I'm with this small guy. I'm with anybody, really. He was just the first one with a plan.
Then let's do it. Fuck it.
Okay, so you're gonna kidnap people. Are you just gonna walk back there, or are you gonna try and sneak?
Sneak.
I think we should sneak. It'd probably be the most effective.
All right, everybody who's gonna try and sneak needs to do a move silently check for me.
Oh, shit. What is my move silently? Oh. I put shit
I'm
in
not
the
worried
right-
about. Okay, Purity also does well enough. And oh no, sorry, that was Arch who rolled the 16. You still did well, and then Purity rolled a 14. Okay, so I'm gonna roll for the people that are in there. It's just gonna be a straight D20 roll to see if they notice you. Okay, so they're gonna notice Purity. They're not gonna notice Arch, and they're not gonna notice Kane. So Kane and Arch, you guys are both able to slip in back, and Purity, as you're hopping towards the door, one of the people that's in the room drinking goes, "It's a bunny rabbit."
Hi? It's gonna stop and wave. Hi?
Do you know how to fly, bunny rabbit?
I know how to hop.
Do you want to learn how to fly?
Not really, but I feel like you're going to teach me.
Let's show her how to fly, lads. Follow us, it's fun.
Okay, I'm gonna follow them.
All right, so they're gonna lead you up a set of stairs that's in the corner. And I'm going to go with your thing just for a little bit because Kane said he's going to be right back. So they lead you up the staircase and you get to the very, very top of the building. So it's a two-story building with kind of a flattish roof on the top. And they lead you up there, and as you get onto the top of the roof, you're going to see that it appears there is a magic-looking, like, it looks almost like a hang glider.
What is that?
We just invented it. It's called the Sky Thingy.
Sky thingy?
All you do is you hang on, and then we push you off the roof, and then you fly a little ways, and then you stop.
And then it just takes me down, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling you're going to make me do this no matter what, right?
Well, we could, or one of us could do it again. We've all done it at least once, right? Peggy and Scurvy and SpongeBob over there and all the other people. We've all done it at least once.
Oh, okay. I'll try it.
Okay, so you grab onto the handles on the glider.
Okay.
And there are two guys that get on either end, so you're going to have to help them push as well. So roll me a strength check. I'll roll one for each of them. It'll determine how good of a send-off you have.
Oh, no.
All right, they both rolled okay. You did not roll great. Okay, so you're going at like 2/3 strength. So here's what's going to happen. I want you to roll me a ride check.
I'm gonna die.
You're going to get a +2 in addition to whatever you have because the two guys pushing you rolled well.
Alright, let me see. Where's my ride check?
If you checked your bum.
There we go. Okay, 5. That's not terrible. It's 5.
Okay. 18, so that's good. All right. So they push you off the roof, and then the glider catches some air, and you fly into above the streets. And it's an interesting sight as you just kind of glide over the hot air. And we're gonna roll a d20 to see how far you go.
I am tiny.
Oh, fuck.
Oh!
All right. Well, we'll come back to you whenever you come down.
Whee!
All right. So Kane and Kane, are you back yet?
Hey, Jack.
I will take that as a no. Arch, you're
He's
still
still
there,
dead.
right?
Penile adjustment.
Indeed.
Why do you do that when I'm taking a drink?
Because you choose to drink things at inopportune times. It's not his fault.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, so all right, so Arch, in the relation to this, I'm going to go with you first, and then Kane will kind of be in a following role until he comes back. Oh, okay, there you are. Thank you. That was actually good timing. Purity went off on a hang glider.
Man, I always gotta deal with the weird stuff.
She is. It's yet to determine where she will come down. So here's what's going to happen. So you guys were able to sneak into the back room where she was caught. So you guys are now in the back area. So it's not the same as a lot of the other places you've been. This is just a storage area for more barrels of beer, including a lot of the ones that say Border Ale on them, similar to the one that you drank out of before. Then there's also another area that's further back through another door. You don't see the woman in here.
All right, Hugh, let's keep going. Nothing but barrels, jugs, and ales and thugs in here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. He's a deep thinker like that.
Go
Oh,
on.
I do not know what to say to you.
Go on.
Not to say anything. Just feel, you know?
You go potty.
All right, so you guys are going to continue to the next doorway. So as you approach the next doorway, I want you both to roll me a listen check.
Like it. Okay, that's not
Okay.
bad. See if I can beat it. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. Oh, I didn't. What the fuck? That's not working. Whatever. I get a +7 to that.
All right, that's
So
a
that's
19.
19.
All right. So as you both come close to the door, you hear what sounds like a woman humming. Like a happy little tune type of thing.
I'm gonna pry open the door just a smidgen to take a peeper.
All right, roll me a spot check.
Oof, I should put more into spot. That's what I should have done. Oh well. Live and learn. Yeah, no. I can't
All
see
right,
shit.
so you try and look in, but unfortunately you can't quite tell what's going on. Arch, you can also roll me a spot check if you want to see. Okay,
Yeah, his is
you rolled
definitely
a
better
nat
than mine.
20. All right, so Arch. So what happened was, Kane, when you opened the door, unfortunately there was a low countertop there or something that was blocking your view, so you couldn't see too far into the room. Arch, however, because you're at a much higher area looking through the door, you see that it's the woman that you saw before who was out in front drinking and who gave you the mugs of ale. And she appears to be in a bathtub washing herself while she is humming.
Oh no.
I have a sneaking suspicion we may have found the reason.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I'm gonna. Is this like visible to everyone right now?
It is only visible to you because he did not roll high enough and Purity is still on a hang glider somewhere.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, if I were to point at it, would I have to lift him up
You would
for him
have
to
to
see
lift
it?
him up enough to see it, yes, because of the way I described it.
I look down at him and I go,
I have never said this before, and I do not think I will say it again, but uppies.
and I just pick him up and hold him so he can see the what the fucking woman in the back.
Okay, Kane, you see the same thing now that Art saw, which is the woman from before in a bathtub washing herself and humming.
Washing yourself off with the ale.
No, it looks like just normal sudsy bathwater.
Damn, that would have been a great secret ingredient. All right, well, listen up, human. We got a couple options. We can try and sneak through, see what's going on, or we can just rush in guns blazing per se. What sounds more entertaining?
We have been quite sneaky as of late.
It's true. But you keep going with that?
Hmm. Perhaps it wise for now, as I do not wish to commit homicide every day. It is just merely a coincidence.
For me, it's like hunting, so, I don't really, it's not like illegal in my world.
That is fascinating.
So once you try it, it's kind of weird at first, but then you get used to it and you're like, damn.
If it feels anything like the way you have been doing today, it'd be very interesting to join on a hunt of a person.
Taking on my next victim, it'll be great. We'll make a day out of it. All right,
Are
well
we
then I'm gonna
supposed to
roll
be
the
doing
sneak in.
something?
Okay. Alright, you're gonna roll a sneak into the room. Roll me a move silently check then, Kane. Alright, 19, that's good enough. So, what happens, Kane, is this. So you sneak into the room and you're kind of going around the perimeter. There are a couple. There was another door on the other side of the room, So you're working your way towards that. And as you do, the woman looks like she finishes her bath for the most part. She gets out, again, still buck-ass naked, and then proceeds to cover herself with a towel to dry off. As that's happening, I want both of you to roll me a spot check. Arch from the door and Kane from inside the room. Okay, Arch doesn't notice anything different, but Kane might.
Find
Come on,
it
Kane,
out.
you can do it.
I did a little better.
That's a 15, that's enough. So, Kane, as you're going by, you notice that there appears to be a rubber tube where you would normally associate a drain, because it's a bathtub that's on feet. It's one of the feet bathtubs.
Oh no, I was
So it's
right.
so it's raised up a little bit, and it looks like there's a tube coming out of the bottom of the bathtub. And as you notice this, the woman, who is still dressed in a towel, begins taking out these jugs and taking the tube and then filling up the jugs with the bathwater.
Mike, what's her name? What's the girl's name?
Nobody that you would think, because I didn't want you to get in trouble for those.
It's okay, they're not on Twitch.
Bath ale. That's disgusting. Let's get out of here.
Yes, I think
Alright.
we're going to not be here.
Alright, so you guys are just going to bug out?
Yeah.
Okay. On your way out, do you want to steal one of the kegs of ale as a sample?
Sure, actually. That sounds lovely.
Because you do need something to bring back so that the queen can actually try the recipes or recreate them in some way.
I'm gonna write
I
Queen's
don't ever want to
bathwater.
recreate this, yeah.
Yeah, so you determined that that was the secret ingredient, was the hot chick's bathwater was being added to the ale as an additive. So yeah, because you guys snuck in successfully and because there's nobody in that outer room, Kane, you're able to sneak out and count the move silently check twice, so you're able to sneak out of the room. You then take one of the mini kegs and shove it in Arch's
Cylinder.
chest receptacle. After which you guys are able to leave. Now, Purity, you rolled a nat 20, so you're still flying. You caught like a hot updraft, so you've been flying around the city for a while now. You can choose where you want to land.
I want to land back on the cart.
Alright, so you're going to aim for the carriage. Because you rolled the nat 20 before for the ride check, I'm going to say you do this without hesitation. So as those guys get back with the keg, you then proceed to fly down and land on the top of the carriage. By the way, you now have the hang glider if you should ever want it again.
Ooh, hell yeah. I'm gonna use magic to put it in my bag. Fuck no explanations needed.
Well, it's a bag of holding. You can just store shit in there. It doesn't matter necessarily what size it is. You have a big enough one to store something like that, so it kind of folds up a little bit to begin with, so you're able to store the hang glider in there should you ever want it again. So yeah, that's what you have. Is you have the
that was you guys missed the best ride ever.
You missed a dirty adult film.
I've been in enough of those lately, thank you.
Although we did get some delicious ale. Straight from the source.
sexy.
There was a lady who was bathing, and it's in the beer here.
Very gross.
Would you like a cup?
It's gonna be a really wild time when I start drinking some hops and get a yeast infection in my throat.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that reminds me, Jeffrey. This has brought another idea. This is a second thing where humans or things involved in bathing in something. We made a Calgarian cheesesteak earlier. We could make a goblin beer from your
Ew.
goblin friend.
You know, honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Oh,
We
that
could
is gonna
make
be
over
rank.
his backwater.
roll me cooking knowledge to see if you know how to make beer.
I feel like people would want bunny water more than goblin water.
Is that a volunteer?
Depends on how much gold you have on you.
Like 6.
Yeah, I'll stick my toe in.
Okay, yeah, you have no idea how to make beer.
I probably can. Let me see.
You know that you know all the ingredients to beer, but you don't know the process.
Damn it! That was almost an 18.
Neither do you. Neither do you.
That was almost an 18.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Ooh, be
Or
right back.
Kane, if you want to roll as well to see if you know how to make beer.
I mean, probably give it a shot, I guess. No harm, no foul. If not, we can just drink it straight. Just as the pioneers.
I'm
of
pretty sure
beer.
that's
I don't know how to make beer.
okay. None of you know how to make. All of you know the ingredients that are in beer, but none of you know how to actually physically brew it. So, Arch, you're kind of on your own when it comes to trying to mix up beer with goblin bits in it.
I'm pretty sure I can figure it out.
All right,
I mean-
roll me a crafting check. We'll see if by some dumb luck you manage to make it correctly.
Using. Ah, shit. I don't have a craft.
There should be a crafting check. It just would be a base crafting check.
I don't have
Yeah.
one on this guy.
Let's see. I have mimic cooking as one of my special abilities, but I guess that wouldn't count for making beer.
I mean, Arch, you have a crafting skill check. It's just you don't have anything specific in it, so it's just an int check.
All right.
Damn. All right, you made goblin beer.
Fuck.
I wanted to just I have a micro brewery with one of his feet in it.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what you have.
Let's
It's
try
gonna be
selling
really-
it to idiots.
It's just going to turn into like a criminal enterprise?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to try selling goblin foot beer to random people?
Yes.
Okay.
Ironically, not even the worst thing I've done today.
All right, roll me a search check to go up to somebody and try and sell them goblin foot beer.
I'm gonna use listen to listen for people because I get to be broken.
Okay, what are you listening for specifically, or just you listening for random conversations?
Random combo, see if I hear anybody's thirsty. Fucking rolls! That still works.
You hear more than a few conversations, but nothing specifically about drinking beer.
Alright, fine, regular search. Damn it. One time I get to be broken. Oh, my move silently is pretty good too.
That means you should go on more murder dates.
Pretty nice. Especially when you get to wear crab armor.
Yeah,
You guys
me
are
and
dressed in
Jeffrey
crab
had a
armor?
No,
yeah,
just
it was
kidding.
great.
I think I was enjoying getting stoned.
Alright, so that's a 17. So you walk up to a man who is already clearly drunk. Hello there. Who are you?
Hello. I'm a bunny with beer. Do you want a beer?
Are you real?
Maybe. Do you have money?
Am I real?
No one's real.
Are taxes real?
I don't know, but I do know someone you can ask about that. Hey,
Oh, thank
Hugh, this
God.
guy wants to know if taxes are real.
I'm gonna start sprinting at him.
You sprint at him. He is way too drunk to react correctly to you right now.
What kind of bonuses can I get for getting this guy to hoof him in the dick?
Okay, you want to punch him, but you want to kick him right in the dick.
Yes, taxes.
Okay,
Correct.
okay. So you're gonna have it's gonna be a strength roll, and because you have momentum and it's aimed, it will crit. And because he's also, never mind, it's going to hit no matter what. Okay. 2d8 critted. He has 10 health. That's 22 damage. So,
God.
as you kick, your foot impacts his nutsack, and it's like one of those slow-mo things from, like, Sniper Elite, where you're just watching the X-ray for a second, and you just see his nuts explode and his dick crush before your foot proceeds to go even further and shatter his pelvis, leading all the way up his spinal cord into his rib cage, where you've essentially turned the entire lower half of his organs into mush, and you've crushed the bones in his pelvis and lower spine. He then proceeds to fly off due to the force, and let's roll a d20 to see where he lands. Oh, that's a 2. That's a 2. He lands right in a children's playground.
Well, I guess that guy won't
You
be needing any
you
beer.
be, you begin hearing screams of horror from children around from around that same area. You don't see them quite so well because he did fly over a fence, but you can definitely hear the screams of children.
Ah, delightful. Children learning about taxes.
Okay, so you killed him. So you got to find somebody else now if you want to try and sell this.
Jesus Christ, that has to be a soundbite. Don't blame me. I'm not the one who
right.
killed the guy.
Roll me a search check again unless you want to get out of here before you get caught by the guards for that one.
It's your turn to look for someone. This is just gonna become a game of taxes.
Yeah, probably.
I'm still reveling in the sound of the children's screams.
Yeah, so you're standing there and just kind of listening and pseudo observing what's going on behind there because the screams have slowly turned into crying, followed by somebody else who is an adult saying, "Oh my god!" Now going to Purity, you rolled a 15, and that's a search check, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you find the deep gnome.
Hello, sir. Would you like to try a new kind of beer?
Well, certainly I'll try a new kind of beer. I'm a deep gnome after all. If I wasn't drunk, I wouldn't be a deep gnome.
Fair enough. Here you go, sir. I'm gonna hand him an ale.
Okay, he's gonna take it. I'm gonna roll him a d20 to see if he likes it.
God, watch this be a 20.
That rolled a 16. He likes it. Mmm. I like that dirty taste to it. Makes me feel at home.
Thank you, sir. I'll let the guy who made it know.
It tastes like pain and suffering, but not in a bad way.
Ooh, I write that
Suffering is
down.
never bad. It's a life lesson, like kidney stones.
Thank you. I'm gonna hop back to Jeffrey. I think we hit a success here.
If
All
you
right,
say
so
I consider that a win.
okay, so are you gonna sell him the rest of the beer that you've made?
Why not? If he wants to buy it, hell yeah.
All right, what are you charging?
Yeah, 2 gold
Each?
for the whole thing.
All right, how many did he make? He made a decent amount. He made like a dozen of them.
Oh, then yeah, 2 gold for each one.
All right, he gives you 24 gold and takes the lot.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna go get so fucked right now.
Have fun, sir. We definitely gotta make more of this shit.
He then goes off.
I wonder. Now I just want to know what it would taste like if I put my little bunny toe in.
So as this is happening, Arch, you are still standing there and listening to the children crying as guards have now shown up inside the orphanage. And one of them goes outside of the gate right the gate in front of you that was you launched him over the fence. So there's a door in the fence that the guy can go through, but he can't see through it. It's part of the fence. So he goes out of the door, out of the gate in the fence, and looks over. Sir, you may want to leave here. There could be a murder on the loose.
Oh no, that's so scary.
You wouldn't have happened to see anybody around here 2 to 3 minutes ago.
2 to 3 minutes ago. No, I have not seen anybody.
Thank you for your cooperation with the authorities, sir. Have a nice day. He then closes the door and goes back inside.
Another day saved.
Hugh, time to go.
Oh, okay.
And I just start running over to them.
Okay,
Did you
so
have
you
fun
guys.
teaching people about taxes?
I did.
All right, so you guys are now back at the cabin, and you have the recipe or a sample of the border ale to take with you. Do you guys want to do one more, or do you want to call it here?
I'm done, so.
Yeah,
All right,
I
yeah,
don't
okay.
forget my time.
All right, so we'll call it here then.
Sounds good.